Do you ever look at some homeschool planners and think, I'm not gonna use about half of the things that are in this book? Me too. That's why I'm on a quest to find the best homeschool planner out there. And since I'm in Missouri and we have to keep a pretty detailed track of our hours and the subjects we teach, I have a little wish list of things that I need or would like to be included in this homeschool planner. Welcome to my series. First things first, this is my wish list. I would like or prefer a year at a glance. And this just helps me know where we're at for the year and if we're actually on track to make our hours. I would love a spot for weekly hours, but it doesn't necessarily have to be weekly hours. It could be a weekly overview, then I can just add in our own weekly hours. I would also love a spot on the main calendar to do a month-to-date hour tracker and a year-to-date hour tracker. I would also love a spot for field trips. I would love space for enrichments and extracurriculars during the week. I would love a reading log or book tracker, but we don't have to have that. The monthly calendar must already be filled out, okay? I don't want to be filling it out. And I need space to write details about each of my children's lessons. I have a 3rd grader, 4th, 5th grader, 7th, 8th grader, and 8th, 9th grader, and everybody's moving up a grade this year. I like to keep the details. And because I have such a wonderful community over on TikTok, they gave me all kinds of suggestions for planners, and I'm going to be diving into those. And first up is Plum Paper Planners. Say that one 5 times fast. So we are going to look at the full days homeschool planner. Now, let me just say, everything is customizable down to the text for a price. It can get pretty expensive, but let's start with a look. Right off the bat for the weekly log, there is so much space. Perfect because I have 4 school-age kids and I need all the space I can get. And this one seems to have the space. For the monthly calendar, everything's filled out. I love it. We're already winning. This is fantastic. And there is an extra space on the side where I can keep track of the following month, plus all of the hours that I wanted to keep track of. So that's perfect. Now I love that you can pick your own start month, and it gives you a standard 10 months, but I would obviously want 12 months, which is $2 extra. Then there's 13 and 14 months, and they go up with $2 increments. I would like to point out that you get to pick your own binding. Silver coil binding is standard. You could do a disc punch. The disc isn't included, so you add it to your own binder. And then not bound, just punched, again, adding it to your own binder. Or for $10.95, you can get a gold coil binding. I know gold's popular, but it doesn't cost almost $11 to buy the gold. So that's not worth it for me. That's a little steep. That's a little bit steep, okay? I'm just gonna say it. I would like to add that there are all kinds of add-ons. This is fully, completely customizable for anything you would absolutely want. You would just need to sit down and figure out exactly how you like it. For me, I need to put my hands on it. I can't do it online. I would need to see it in person to decide what I want where. So that's a little bit overwhelming for me, even as somebody who leans more type A. I love that this binder comes in 3 sizes, including an 8.5 by 11. I would need the largest one, but sometimes a small one is perfect. I also love that they offer a synthetic and a hardcover. I would prefer a hardcover, but it doesn't have to be that. Now the hardcover does cost more, and that's to be expected. And with just all of that, my total is $72.90. That's a little much for a planner, but you know, I would do that. That's an investment and I need that. I think this is great for one of those all-in-one moms who just wants everything together in one spot. There's not a lot of fluff to it, which is cool. Fluff is like anything extra like daily house chores and goal setting and things like that. I don't need that in my homeschool planner. Some women do. I'm not looking for that. That's too much fluff. I think if you need a space for hours and you are more type A, I think this Plum Paper Planner may be the planner for you. I'm going to give this 3 stars out of 5 because I just don't know if it's right for me. I feel a little overwhelmed on the website. Plus they have tons of other options, which is great. And you can even get 1 planner per student if you'd like. For me, I might add that into my budget when my kids hit high school. Actually, my oldest one is, and that might be the way to go. I'm not sure yet, but for right now, I just don't know if this is going to work for me. So we're gonna keep looking and see what else is out there. Be sure and join me next time when I dive into our next homeschool planner.